Give me just a minute to update what I'm doing, the category I'm in on Twitch. So people aren't like, you're a phony. You're a big fat phony. Let's see, we're doing... we were doing Path of the Damned with the Summoner Tank. Alright, update information, done done. Alright. Let me see if this, that's just, it's a frozen image. The camera is not working properly. But I unplugged it during the stream and then plugged it back in, so I'm sure it'll work after a reboot. I've been trying to find a way to convince the kitten that this spot up here is like the coolest place to be. So like I've been like patting it and putting a bunch of stuff up here, and he's always like, nah, your lap's heated. Then I even you know those like cold and hot compresses that you use, like either when people aren't feeling well, or you put like a hot compress under food to keep it warm when you're like taking it to Thanksgiving or something. This is how much I was trying to get him to stick up there. I was considering getting a hot compress and putting it like under all the cushions up here. And then I'm like, would that be too spoiled for a cat to have a heated throne? I just want to be one of those streamers where the cat wants to sit up here and hang out. Alright, where were we? So we left off here the day before yesterday. No, not an electric one. I mean one of those ones that you like microwave for like 30 seconds or a minute and it gets warm, and then just like put it under the cushioning up here. That's all. Nothing electric. Nothing where if they sink their claws in it, they're gonna get barbecued. That's not what I'm going for. Have you seen that meme where it's like, sometimes I wonder if my cat is spoiled when I look at him on his iPad in his yurt? Oh yeah, Street. White Tiger has made me feel like the cat is the star of the show, and I'm totally fine being his sidekick for the stream. Okay, so these are... I gotta remember what we were doing, because last play this day before yesterday. Waiting at... Meet Wilda at the rendezvous location west of Nekataka. Is it marked on the map? Is it Widla? Meet Widla. Yes, okay, so right here. Get a Komodo dragon or a python? Or a freaking rat? What the fuck? Evil, it is not mandatory. It is like, it picks up the story, you could say like a year later or months later. It's not like the second the first one wore off. However, you will of course understand the lore a lot better if you play the first one first. But, and of course this is my opinion, the second one's a lot more fun. So if you enjoy the first one at all, you've got something to look forward to playing the second one. A long, sleek ship rides low in the water. Its crew stands protectively around a cluster of crates positioned on the main deck. A woman saunters across the deck, her roughly chopped hair swinging with her stride.
We said or not, Perrin.
She bangs her fist against one of the crates. The dwarven man standing near her flinches as though she'd hit him.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
He rolls his eyes skyward. She cackles and thumps him on the back. He staggers forward and shoots her a venomous glare.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price.
She turns her attention to you, eyes gleaming. Perrin follows her gaze.
We've had some complications. The price has doubled.
She gives you a crooked grin and watches you carefully. Insight. Do you know who I'm representing?
I know they've got the cash.
So they gave me 1,000 copper to come buy something illegal off this lady. The Royal Deadfire Company has a long memory.
And I've got a fast ship. That's why they hired me.
Wait just a minute. Widla, you never said anything about...
Because then I'd never hear an end to your nattering. So drop it. Everyone else here wants to get paid.
Why did you raise the price?
Guess you've never snuck a few coppers from the tip jar. Let's just say there are other folks who'd be happy to pay my price.
Merchant option. I'm just the middleman. Maybe you could throw in something extra for me.
I got a few things you might like. I'll have my crew bring them up once we're done here. Consider it your commission.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not paying. Her eyebrows jump in surprise.
You ought to reconsider. Else we'll be forced to relieve you of what you have.
She rests her hand on her weapon. Lady, you can try.
Adam!
Oh, I was hoping it would come to this. Alright.
I'm not sure I can.
Chill fog number 1. You are all blinded a bit. Chill fog number 2. Alright, have him come over here. And summon the thunder. If my teammates haven't killed everything else before that happens.
Right between the eyes. I don't think so.
You know, I'm wondering if when I kill Widla the fight ends. But we mind-controlled Widla and we're using her to kill her own men now. I'm just letting the AI that I set up so long ago take over.
Afraid not.
I am stuck. Aid me.
Alright, Widla's the last one alive.
We'll swallow you whole.
Do we get to keep her boat?
Already.
They said she's got a fast boat. Ooh, saw a magic gun there. Need to check that when I get a second. Alright. Take the crates and sail away. Your crew hauls the crates aboard, stepping carefully around the bodies. I wonder if the Royal... So now the Royal Deadfire Company, which I'm representing, is going to be like... you know, we're trying to hire more people, and the next time they go to hire someone, their people are going to be like, we heard that the last person who did business with you got murdered. Okay. Deliver it to the port of Sayuka. What? 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 What the heck is that? Sayuka. It's straight north, apparently. Desiwa the Shark. I don't know if I have a quest with Desiwa. As your crew haul the smugglers' crates below decks, one of them shouts in alarm. Oh, do I have boxes of people? Rockin', it's gonna require a reboot to get the proper kitty cam set back up, but I can we can visit from time to time. Hey. Hey. Your adoring public awaits. I'm glad he's come out of his shell a little bit, because when we first got him, he like I said, he hid behind the refrigerator for 4 hours. Now he likes hanging out with me, but there is I'm a little paranoid about him chewing on cords because he's attacked a few cords, so I have to keep a very close eye on that. Before you can object, Chitupek leads you above deck. A+, A+. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's more popular than I am. You know what I thought? This was just a passing, toying thought. I thought about getting, like, green screen material and just putting it in my lap and putting him there, and then have a camera on my lap so he's just, like, hovering in space in the middle of the stream. I have no experience setting up green screen, so I have no idea how many flaws there are with that idea. But that was a thought that went through my head. A plump middle-aged woman stands beside the crates. Why was a plump middle-aged woman in a box? Her clothing is rumpled and her hair matted, but her eyes twinkle with triumph.
Gelarde, 23 days. This is a new record.
She smells of stale urine, old sweat, and worse, but she beams at you all the same. Have you been peeing on yourself in that box for 23 days? Hold your nose. Lady, you are setting all kinds of records right now.
You bear witness to the victory of magic over matter, and you are bothered by a little mess.
Green screen laugher riot. Suddenly, Muckluck subscriber count plummets.
I have nearly perfected Renova Miseris, and this spell shall change exploration forever. Renewal of air, you would say. Kith have explored every mountain in the eastern reach, yet the realm of fish and leviathans remains close to us. It has been my dream to open these steps to discovery, to let Kith breathe as the fishes do. Or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again.
I just noticed something. So, the cannons on my ship, I put double-barreled cannons on the front's inventory slots and single-barreled on the back. Look, it actually reflected that change on this screen. That's a nice touch. Like, most of the time, there's another ship right next to mine, and they're attached together, so I don't see it, but they did not have to do that. Why go to Sayuka? Why leave the Valen Republics?
Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little profit to be had in sticking your head in the glass bucket to watch the fish. But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them.
Intellect. Let me get this straight. You've been perfecting a spell that recycles air, and you'll use it to help the Rawatayans make something big.
So you do understand. But I can say no more. The Rawatayans, they have sworn me to secrecy.
I still don't understand why you had to hide in a crate.
Neither do I.
But Okaya, she thinks maybe the Dukes will not be happy to let me go.
At least it gave me plenty of time to test my work.
Okay.
Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run before we reach Sayuka. A pleasure talking, Captain.
Is there people in the other crates? Weird. But yeah, the you know what, hold on. Let me pause the game. I wanna show something real quick. Switch over to this cam. Where's mutant? They're alphabetical, muck. Let's go to the store page. I want to show you what I was talking about. So this is, I'll leave it. The, oh wait, that's not it. This cinematic, okay. So here's the lady with the horn that's like doing the tree hugger ability. And check this out. Watch her. Alright, see that? That's stone skin. And then if you look here at the end, she's got it on still. And if you go to her wiki, which has very little information because the game is like a day old, but her wiki actually says, you know, personal special ability is stone skin. At some point, they replaced it with tree hugger, but the opening cinematic still shows her using stone skin. So I'm not sure. At first I was like, oh, that's a separate character. No, nothing on her mutation tree at all says stone skin anywhere. It says that the ducks is the wings, and it says that the hog guy is the bull rush, which are all the second row mutation, but her second row mutation is tree hugger. So I'm not sure if they just changed their mind or what. At first I was like, oh, this is a different character that just looks identical, but then, you know, when I look up the name of the character with Tree Hugger, it pulls up the wiki for the Stone Skin chick. So, not sure what's up there. Where do I... Okay, there was no anchor, so I couldn't tell if I could dock there. Alright, hold on. You're going to hear the game mute while I look on this link you're showing me. Armadillo-girdled lizard Cordylus cataphractus is an amazing lizard. What? Oh, it looks like a little, like, armored dragon thing. That is pretty sweet. The ability to protect yourself by rolling into a tight armored ball. Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks like something that one of my Transformers turns into. And what is this? Twitch comments green screen? Okay, I'll leave this tab open. Yeah, I've briefly toyed with the idea. It's just I'd pretty much have to remodel my office to do it. Or not remodel, I'd have to rearrange. That's a better word. Rearrange the whole office to do that. Okay, so she just ran off. I hope she wasn't the cargo I was supposed to deliver. Or I hope this counts as delivery.
to Sayuka.
Alright. Oh, fast mode's not on. Let's turn that on. Tebe.
You are welcome in Sayuka, traveler, as surely as the winds stir the sea.
I can't. I can't.
No, no, no. How many times must I
I told you I'm not in a
demonstrate
tax
the proper way to
bracket that
visit
can
her?
do expenditures like that.
I say, I must have forgotten again. Will you remind me of the line, Undersecretary?
We say clear skies, traveler. Simple, elegant, and no smiling. Do you understand, Greeter Tebe?
Can you repeat it once more? I want to make sure I've got it.
The Undersecretary opens his mouth to speak, but his expression abruptly clouds. He shoots a scowl at Tebe and elects instead not to dignify her joke at his expense.
Questions, traveler?
What can you tell me about Sayuka?
Sayuka, known to my people as Ribiri, is a colonial outpost of the Royal Deadfar Company.
Nice sermon, Tiger.
The island of Sayuka is the Royal Deadfire Company's center of engineering research and development in the archipelago. Our work is directed by Fleet Master Okaya, the youngest Rawatayan ever to hold the title. Best of her class at the Naval Academy in Tokoa, and a brilliant engineer, our Fleet Master.
You forgot to mention the giant sharks, Undersecretary.
Giant sharks?
Giant sharks, giant coral, giant trees, Akira. The only thing not bigger in Sayuka is us Koana.
Small mercy.
No one knows why things grow large in Sayuka, but there are all sorts of theories. Me? I think Gallowayne smiles on us.
She smiles with a faint blush, the first authentic emotion you've seen cross her face.
Superstition is unbecoming of a Royal Deadfire Company officer, Tebe.
I say, it's a lucky thing I'm not one then.
What is an undersecretary, exactly?
A career sandal sniffer and busybody, so far as I can tell.
You ungrateful sag! I am the second in command to Fleet Master Okaya, the governor of your piddling little island, and I will not be mocked by a smart-mouthed idler like you!
The undersecretary's jowls quiver with barely contained rage.
So I have heard many, many times.
Tebe meets your eyes and raises her brows empathetically. Empathetically. Is it just me, or is this guy terrible?
You don't know the half of it.
An impish smile plays at the corner of her mouth. Shodi, Takehu, and Maya like that.
What was that, Greeter Tebe?
Surely just the breeze, Undersecretary.
Her impish smile grows into a mocking grin.
You will call me Sir.
Akira, I certainly will not.
Okay, this is how Jim and I are both white. Oh gosh. I'm working on it, Rocket. I am trying to abuse the pet angle. If we can get the kitty fans in here as well as the muck fans and the game fans, I'm fine with that. The kitty cam is frozen right now. That's supposed to be the kitty cam right there, and it's frozen. I'll be fixing it after stream, but they're riding because they can't see the cat. It's a frozen image. Like, I'm literally moving. Look, this is the camera you're looking out of. It's not viewing. There's your frozen image of ears.
The island of Sayuka is the Royal Deadfire Company's center of engineering research and development in the archipelago. Our work is directed by Fleet Master Okaya, the youngest Browatian ever to hold the title. Best of her class at the Naval Academy in Tokoa, and a brilliant engineer, our Fleet Master.
You forgot to mention the giant sharks, Undersecretary.
Okay, they've gone in a loop. Alright, farewell. Muck, tweet out that Chip is streaming and then have your chat retweet. That's how you help your channel grow. I do, straight up, I actually do every single day when I go online. I post on Facebook that I'm going live. I tweet that I'm going live. That's pretty much all I use Twitter for. And I post on like 7 different Discords that I'm going live. Everything that I have figured out that might help me. So like if you're a member of if you're following me on Twitter, it's 99% just when I go live. So if you want to retweet that, that's fine. And then the Facebook group has it's got some comedy and stuff in there as well, but it's also when I go live I update it. Marofeto Liano. Let me see if I can, because he's sort of sleeping right now. Let me see if I can gently move him. Oh no, no! He's like, unacceptable! I think the transfer might have been successful. You find a man dressed in worn, dirty leather armor. His long, scraggly beard is encrusted with salt, his curling hair has clearly not seen a comb in some time, and the toenails of his bare feet are cracked and torn. The only thing of any value that he carries is an amulet. Aw, he jumped down.
Oh, greetings.
He hesitates a moment before saying more. This looks like a really old Adir.
Might I help you with something?
Tell me about yourself?
I suppose.
He looks at you quizzically, perhaps unsure why you've asked him such a personal question, because you had a name tag above your head. I figured you were important.
I was a proud man once. A gold pack knight. And
There
I
is
took a
a-
job ended.
There's a pic on the Facebook,
Poorly.
White Tiger.
Could no
I
longer
haven't
stay
tweeted
with the
it.
order
Okay.
after that.
They gave stone skin to Borman. Well, I changed the angle to include the tower in this one, but he hasn't yet, hanging out up there.
In the years since, I have wandered the length of the Dead Fire, dedicating my life to self-discipline and abstination from worldly distractions. It is only through suffering that the soul becomes strong. Do you understand?
I see.
I should hope that you do, young man.
Can you tell me what you've learned?
You would ask an old man to share his wisdom?
Oh, nice, he's a
Well,
trainer.
I suppose I could. For 3,000 copper.
Alright, enhance my insight and intimidate.
Thank you, traveler.
He tells you what he learned about making and keeping a bargain in his years at a gold pack knight, showing you how to tell when the merchant knows his ware are of poor quality or overpriced. When he's satisfied you won't get fleeced by the next back alley charm dealer you come across, he sends you on your way. You've learned Marofeto Liano's training. Alright, sweet. I'm glad I talked to that guy. Stray cat. Bernhard the kitty. 5% with ranged weapon. Okay. Don't really need that cat buff. Fleet Master's quarters. Is that where I need to go turn this in? Speak to the Fleet Master. Okay, yep, need to go in there. Retweet this chat for Chip. As soon as I've got a little free time, White Tiger, I'll take the Facebook post I made about Chip and I'll add it to the Twitter. Alright, here's Fleet Master Okaya. Fleet Master Okaya stares with unwavering intensity at the small sea of paper strewn across her desk. She holds a pencil lightly in one hand and absently taps the tip of it against her lips. After a moment, a low hum escapes her throat. The sound ends with a harsh scoff, then she flicks her eyes to meet yours.
Artillery trajectory calculations.
terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm.
As she chews on the end of her pencil, her gaze grows distant like she's watching something behind you.
Ah, but the numbers distract me. Where are my manners? You must be the watcher the Hazanui sent. You found me with a rare spare moment.
Hazanui Karu asked me to deliver cargo to you.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
Hello. Your smuggler Widla attacked me.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Though not entirely unexpected.
She unlocks a drawer in a desk and takes out a large coin purse. Silently, she slides it across the desktop. Here's $800. Sorry, we tried to shoot you.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
The Hazanui didn't say I'd be ferrying human cargo.
Why would she? You're a courier.
She stares at you in genuine bewilderment.
In any event,
She thoughtfully taps her pencil against the edge of her desk.
the Hazanui's missive suggested you might be able to help us with an issue at port.
Go ahead.
You may have noticed the outsized coral in the harbor.
Yep.
There's something unnatural about the coral's growth. About everything on this island. And no matter how we trim it back, it only grows larger.
Hey, LJ. So I told you earlier today about some of the issues I had last night. I was having more and more issues, and someone found on the forums that it may have been because I have an AMD processor. And despite the fact that spec-wise I should have been able to run the game on high, I had everything set to minimum, and it was still crapping out. And there was some sections of the inventory I could not even access. So I put a pause on it. They said that they were looking into the AMD thing, and I'm just going back to what I know works while they are possibly working on fixing it. Most unfortunate.
My engineers deduced that the origin of this disturbance is somewhere off the coast of Sayuka, and I'd like you to investigate. Talk to Avera in the workshop if you care to learn more. I would be grateful for your help here, Watcher.
She gives a sharp little nod, punctuated by the crack of her pencil against the desk, then returns to her work. Okay. What do we got here? Books cracked. These papers are covered with figures, snippets of poetry, and letters to home.
I'll get that for you. Don't mention it.
Superb arquebus. And that's apparently the same gun that we got earlier, so we have two superb arquebuses now.
Maya, do you recall the tales or songs of your tribe?
No. I was a hatchling when I left the Deadfire.
Oh, I thought perhaps...
This isn't story time, fish boy. Don't make me send a she's after your eyes.
Don't make me send my pet after your eyeballs. Tipa. Weto? A broad-shouldered man with a long, jagged scar across his brow argues with a woman outside the longhouse. He throws his hands up about to shout, but the woman cuts him off mid-exclamation.
I will not return to the Longhouse, Weto, never! And I won't blunt my teeth about it further!
She plants her hands firmly on her hips and juts out her chin in defiance.
For what are you so stubborn? The Rawatayans do us a great favor and you spit in their faces. What do you need?
Is there a problem?
Not at all, not at all. My sister and I are just having a small disagreement.
Weto rubs at the back of his neck and looks away embarrassed.
It is because you speak like this that I yell at you in the first place! You're beginning to sound like those Rawatayan outlanders, and it shames me to say so.
She sounds like a wife beater. It's because you do this, you make me yell at you. Like... Wow. What's your problem with the Rawatayans?
Ignore her. She has an urchin up her ass about her cousins from the north and can't be persuaded. I should know. I've tried.
He shoots Tipa an irritated look and rolls his eyes.
Is it so unreasonable to want to protect my culture, our culture, from our greedy neighbors?
White Tiger, my harem is full. Its members consist of the talking sword. She spits on the ground between you and grits her teeth.
They arrive in ships laden with goods they believe will please us and think that gives them the right to build their walls on our land. Then, they act surprised when we don't all fall at their feet with cries of gratitude.
I mean, it sounds like they're doing you a favor.
You refer to the walls?
She nods to the cannon-lined barriers between Sayuka and the docks and clucks her tongue.
We are no strangers to the menaces of the Deadfire. Pirates, colonials, Nagati's children. We have bested all of them before. We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe, and we surely don't need their longhouse.
The Huana and the Rawatayans are both Almawa. Why not be allied?
Under whose banner? Rawatai's? Then we cease to be Huana as surely as if they conquered us.
We have the land and resources Rawatai needs, and they have the military might we lack. We share a common ancestor. Why not create a common culture? Together we would be strong.
This guy's making sense.
I say, if you truly believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I thought.
Oh my gosh, Tipa, type it on your blog. What does all this have to do with the Longhouse?
Another of the Rawatayans' tricks. When our huts were destroyed in the storms, they did not rebuild them like they were as we requested. They built this longhouse
Why did you
instead.
rebuild your own dang hut? You asked other people to do work for you, and you got mad that it came out differently than what you wanted.
Are you not one people? They said. Why do you live divided, each caste apart from the others?
Crap
they believe
people.
they know what's best for us, but how we live is not their business. The Fleet Master says we are weak because we don't work as one. She doesn't see that it's our differences that make the Huana strong. She doesn't want to see it, lest it put the lie to their enterprise.
Does she have hipster glasses and crop purple hair? Don't forget, the purple hair is folded all over to one side, and then it's shaved right here on the right. And she wants to speak to the manager. Wito, why do you support the Rawatayans?
We are no strangers to storms. But last year we suffered many powerful ones in quick succession, and our harvest of Koiki fruit was destroyed. Prize share was rationed, famine loomed, and then the Rawatayans sent ships, load after load of food, enough to see us to the next harvest.
It was only a ploy to make us dependent on them, Akira. We took their food and helping hands, and now we sleep in their buildings and watch the sea from their walls.
I'm honestly having a hard time. Okay, so the Rawatayans are helping a lot. And these people have done nothing in return, and she's getting mad that the Rawatayans want some help back. I'm gonna support the Rawatayans. It sounds like the Rawatayans have been going give, and this lady's been sitting here whining she didn't get her house back the same way she had it. I mean, she seems like a leech. So I'm gonna say go Rawatayans.
Akira, what a surprise. The Rawatayan's mouthpiece believes he is in the right.
Tipa sneers and crosses her arms over her chest. She looks away, teeth clenched.
Your support is appreciated, I say. Don't mind my sister. Her heart is in the right place.
He tries to put his hand on his sister's shoulder, but she shrugs him off, a look of disgust curling her lips. I should get XP for having to talk to her and listen to that. Riwahi, I didn't see that person.
I hate to see Tippa and Wedo fight.
Oh, maybe you should have done something about it. You had me do everything. Alright, let's see who's in the Longhouse. Dumb socialists, just don't bathe and protest succulent gators. Well, we did just drop off the lady who'd been peeing on herself for 23 days here. So she's running around somewhere.
Easily done. Don't mention it.
Wateri.
Those Rotaru dare make such a racket in my longhouse. What were those royal Deadfire fools thinking?
A large Huana man glares down the length of the building, his fist clenched tight. My first option is you're an ass? Okay, so this guy's like a noble, and he's forced to live in the same building as people of a lower caste. You know, the Royal Deadfire Company built you a better home.
I don't need a better house. I need privacy.
He throws up his arms with a wordless shout. A brief hush falls over the longhouse at the Mataru's outburst.
What do you want?
Your room's much nicer than the others.
I am Mataru, a warrior. The best quarters are mine by right. And yet I cannot display my most precious possession, my grandmother's warhammer, for fear the Reparo
My
might
grandma's
steal it.
warhammer.
It is absurd.
Man, your grandma was hardcore. Why would Reparu steal your stuff?
They know no better. A Juana's soul is not born into the Reparo without reason, after all.
Okay. So you seem like a gem.
Over, then under.
Crates are overflowing personal belongings that couldn't fit in here.
Kira, it looks so easy when you do it.
Osaru. A middle-aged Kawaru woman raises her brows in question when you approach, her hands too full with braided ropes of dried reeds to greet you properly. Beside her stands an elderly Reparu man, awkwardly grasping his own bundle of reed rope.
Oh, hello. Come to watch me tie rugs, have you?
Osaru has been teaching me.
He indicates the woman beside him with a dip of his chin. The corners of his mouth twitch like he's trying to hide a smile.
What say, traveler?
Can you teach me how to make a rug?
It's not a skill one learns in an afternoon. But should you wish to spend many months here in this longhouse, you're welcome.
A deep, throaty laugh rumbles through him.
I say, we have the room. So long as you do not mind sleeping like so many scrolls stuffed in a shelf.
Is it unusual for Kawaru and Reparu to do the same work?
It is, as you say. But I have always admired the beautiful rugs Osaru makes.
Oh, he's such a flirt.
And Nadunga can fix anything. Is it not reasonable we should learn from each other?
Look at these open-minded people. Though she smiles as she speaks, Osaru's words hold a defensive edge, as if she's had to explain their unusual arrangement many times before.
Akira, especially if we must suffer Waturi together.
Your grandma was hardcore. Should be a conversation option. Kill sees the cross-stitch hanging above his bed. A sly grin spreads across the old man's face, and he elbows Osaru playfully in her side. I think they're just old people flirting.
Just so.
Osaru swats his arm away with a small laugh. Then, her thoughts returning to Wataru, she makes a face like she's bitten into an underripe koiki fruit. Is it stressful having all the cast living together in one building?
It's not so bad, excepting the nights Waturi gets into the palm wine.
Akira, but that man does snore loud enough to call down the rains.
She snorts, and Nadunga beside her smothers a raspy chuckle.
There's hardly any space to tie my rugs, to be certain. And I haven't had a moment to myself in weeks.
But there are also new friends to be made.
Nadunga finishes her sentence with a warm smile.
Indeed there are. Captain, I am inspired to redecorate our ship's quarters.
To get who wants to jam us all together.
Carry the winds with you, traveler.
Captain, I am inspired to have an orgy with a fish. Alright, nothing else going on down here. And while this is loading, I need to look at what this this white tiger tweet is. I didn't get a chance to see it earlier. Oh, okay, I see it. That was my when I went live thing. Gotcha. I thought you were doing some craziness with chip pictures. Alright, that's cool. Found some alcohol, some hardtack. What is this building? Workshop.
Already on it.
Okay. This, the layout of this place is like the smithy back at, was it Dead Bell or something like that? The pirate stronghold that I killed the whole place. When you first enter the workshop, you find the Valian scientist Avera and a large Almawa man in heated conversation. He gestures wildly, his mouth is set in a hard grimace that bares his pointed teeth. Avera regards him with her hands planted firmly on her hips. When he spots you, his eyes widen.
You! This area is strictly off-limits to non-company personnel. What are you doing here?
Calma, amico. Is this not the casito your Hazanui said she would send?
That's me. How can I help?
Praise be. The coral in the harbor is growing out of control.
We've
We've
got
found no way to stop it. We're at our wits' end.
You know, White Tiger, I actually, because Twitch streamers do have, like, a Twitch store that they can mess around with. And, I was playing around. The thing is, the streamer doesn't really get to choose the base price of this stuff. So I messed around in there, and everything that I made in the store, like, you know, it's like I take a hoodie and slap my logo on it, that kind of thing, was, in my opinion, crazy overpriced. And you could crank it up. Like, I could make the hoodie cost $10,000, but I couldn't turn it back down. So while I was playing around in there... Oh, shit, hang on. Oh, gosh, hold on. Having to log into this. It's gonna make me do this right now. Give me 1 second here. I'm logging into the store to show you what I'm talking about. So I did play around with making a muck mug. It was a muck themed mug, like a coffee mug, and the price on it was just crazy, I thought. So I never made it go live. Here, there's a lot of personal information on this page, so let me just snip this and pull it over where you can see it. Alright. That's the muck mug. I was playing around with the Twitch store, and I did actually make that, but I never made it go live or anything like that. Now, as far as like being able to, you know, buy it with points, that's not something that we can do.
I've surmised that a magical disturbance must be the source of the problem.
Maybe just the logo don't include the name? Oh, I don't know. But my point was the base price for everything is basically overpriced, and I felt bad about that, so I never pushed it out. But the only way to buy this stuff is with cash. You can't buy it with, like, muck bucks or anything like that.
So far as I can tell, the most likely candidate is a strange magical signature emanating from someplace off the southeast coast of the island, deep beneath the sea.
The Huana's records show that an ancient and Guithan ruin, Signaf Mor, once stood at that approximate location. I do not doubt that something in that ruin is the source of the trouble. Perguano, take this. It is my masterpiece,
Diving equipment. She heaves a large bulbous helm off a nearby shelf and hands it to you.
The helmet should allow you to breathe underwater for time enough to deal with the disturbance, provided, of course, that you hurry.
You're not exactly short-handed here. Why don't you send your own people?
None among the company share your particular, history with Nguithan artifacts. You are, in essence, the perfect candidate for our
experiments. Research, I meant to say.
The Royal Deadfire Company thanks you for your assistance, Watcher.
And your bravery. Aura Taugori.
Yeah, the short of it is, currently, I have no idea how to set that up, White Tiger. I'd have to do some Googling and some
Hazanui
reading.
demanded additional cannons. We must oblige her.
Stay out of the way.
Spare the weight.
Okay.
Already the ballast is overtaxed. Increase the size of the ballast then. And store it where?
Then we must increase the size
Whatever
of the
hides
ship.
beneath this tarp reeks
You
of
can
brass
sense that
polish and
Alien.
machine
This
oil.
mess is her responsibility now.
Okay, so we've got to use the diving helm and go outside and figure out what's going on with that giant coral. Oh, I can't actually equip it. Sturdy enough to withstand the crushing pressure of the deep sea while providing a limited supply of breathable air. Okay, so I guess it doesn't actually go in your head slot item right now.
We're under attack. Hold them off while I tell the others.
What are you talking about?
There's no time. I have to warn the engineers.
Defend Sayuka. Alright, let's get our hands dirty. A freaking bear?
Didn't work. Hogwash!
These bears,
We'll be hitting the water.
pretty tough. There's something fighting up there too. Oh, here it comes. Druids and boars.
This does not work.
What is that boar in the back doing? It's annoying me. Just watching it run around like that bothers me. And why aren't you fighting? Your AI got turned off, that's fine. Dude, there's so many enemies.
Yours to command. The pleasure is
It's like
mine.
a friggin' zoo is attacking us. Let's bring down the thunder.
You see that, Ishi?
Boiling spray. Woo! Alright. Oh, there was one more that I had mind controlled apparently.
After him. Hell. Missed.
Oh my gosh. The tigers are too strong. White tiger is attacking us. Subtle marks on the fish hide suggest the lamprey's unusual side. Hunt the waters around Sayuka.
Yeah. Can do.
Only your people have traveled as widely as ours. Lonely dog. Sheba. One perception. Some hits are converted to crits. None of these fights, at least, would challenge you anymore. More fun to watch bugs suffer. I'm sure we'll find some that scare me. Oh, so this is the giant coral. Oh, wait, has the coral grown more since I got here? What the hell? Alright, so speak to Okaya again. Okay. We can do that.
I'm told you were instrumental in our stand against the druids.
I was pretty
Well
great.
done. The
Yeah.
druids have harried us from the moment we made landfall.
Serves you right. Isn't this their land?
If it is, I haven't seen the deed.
Wow. This lady's like the British.
Several days ago, I dispatched a small force to quell them, but I've heard nothing of them since. To be frank, I suspect they were killed, and I no longer have enough people to repel another attack. We Rowattians are tougher than most, but we're engineers all the same. We weren't trained to fight.
As an American, I feel extra guilty about what we're doing here.
Given your impressive showing in our hour of need, I'd hoped I might impose on you with a request for aid.
Go on.
Go to the bog where I sent my people. You'll find the druids' leaders there, no doubt. Kill them.
I think you're thinking of Manifest Destiny, White Tiger.
Should you do so, the Royal Deadfire Company would stand in your debt, and I would be immensely grateful.
It's 2018. If I'm white, male, or American, or all of the above, I'm supposed to feel excessively guilty. Would green screen, if I like had a small sheet of green screen and just threw it over my lap, would it work, or does it have to be pulled taut? Like, does it have to be smooth? I mean, you occasionally see like those people that are like a weatherman or something, and he wears a green suit, and like then he's just like a floating head. So it seems like there can be wrinkles, and it'll still work, I think. It would show your junk. What? Why would you show your junk? So would there be like cracks in the air? My green. Dude, the mental imagery of that, all I can think of is Whitebeard from One Piece, like, cracking reality. Okay. Travel to the underwater ruins of Signoth Moor. Okay. Maybe we'll look at the rest of the island first. Needs to be still, not taut. Dude, I'm actually 100 episodes behind in One Piece. I used to watch it a lot. I haven't watched it in 100 episodes. Leave town on foot. Needs to be still, not taut, like a... What the... That's so messed up, Street. Four agates, Sigil of Atrophy Wardstone, Andratara, Bent Branch Bog, Rocky Pods, must have eaten the virgin fruit.
Why not?
Blood Moss. Razor Gill. Oh, what's going on? No, don't rise. Don't rise. Oh, shoot.
Those vines have reaped as many souls as I have. Reckon we ought to skirt their reach.
Or we can just charge into them. Oh, they're ranged. I was not expecting that.
This does not work.
I was not expecting that.
This I cannot do.
Move. Let him up here.
Can't get a clean hit.
Okay, they're all blinded. Now let's do Infestation of Maggots. Maggots! Did that work? Oh. Wait, did it not work? They don't... Oh wait, no, that one has maggots. Maybe they just have really high resistances. It definitely didn't hit all of them. Bring down the lightning.
Nothing's no good to me.
Kitty cam is not functional at this time. Earlier, when we were lagging really bad, I tried unplugging the extra camera just to fix that issue. And when I plugged it back in, it's not working. I need to restart the computer, so I should have it up by tomorrow.
No need to ask twice.
So you coming at you from behind. You say that, and the first thing I think about is that song "Rogues Do It From Behind" from the World of Warcraft people. Was it like Elite Tauren Chieftains or something?
Already.
I just picked up a bear cub. Plus 8 fortitude? Wow, that's a lot. And plus 5% damage with melee. Spire Sponge. Gun, some armor. Sporling! Oh god. Get back to Kehu. Chill fog!
This does not work.
Alright, and maggots has no friendly fire, right? Yeah, it's only foe. Maggots! Is there Path of the Mordam? 7 floating hatchets and more chanter. I think... Here, hold on. Like, truly, the only thing I could do is turn on... It was expert mode, which just, all this does is reduce help. It makes the helper tips go away. And there was like an Iron Man mode or something where you can't like save or you can't reload the game. No, I'm not going to do it now. You would have to make a new game to do that, but I think that's the only way I could turn it up harder than this.
Let's go.
I mean, yeah, it feels pretty comfortable now, but you got to remember at the low levels, I had a lot of wipes at the low levels before I got this party built up. That dog won't hunt. Kind of like when I did Pathfinder Kingmaker. It felt like insanely difficult for the first few levels. Then, as long as I buffed before fights, I was completely fine for a while. And then like the last 2 levels of the game were just suddenly like running into a brick wall. Oh, hold on. Where's my paladin skills? Break him out of this. Nice. That's the first time I've gotten to use that.
Still got it.
You need to remove Sirocco and balance the endgame. Yeah, I didn't even use Sirocco much because my my sorcerer had taken only like buff magic. He hadn't taken any defensive magic, so he couldn't safely run in and cast Sirocco. But I do see how it could be amazing. Wait. You know what? No, I'm wrong. I think I was using it a bit at the end. Like when I would come across the archers, the wild hunt archers, I would stack just like 15 Siroccos on them and hide in another room. Dude, the wild hunt were ridiculous in that game. No, it was you heal 10 hit points when you get a kill. So it's only on a killing blow. Yeah, it's just the Wild Hunt where and while you're in the final boss fight, which the final boss fight I wiped on multiple times on story difficulty. On, hard mode, I can't imagine doing that fight, because he summons like 20 Wild Hunt and he mass dispels you like 20 times. You lose all your buffs more than once. We started, it's the only way to make a Wild Hunt possible in the house at the end of time. We started Polar Midnights and Sirocco's on the Lantern King. I don't doubt it. You find 4 godlike druids waiting for you in the clearing. The Death and Moon godlike whisper to one another, their gazes occasionally falling on you. The Nature godlike sways slightly on her feet, her eyes half closed, while the Fire godlike balls his fists at his sides and grits his teeth.
Your every step fouls the ground. Why do you pollute this sacred place?
I've come to end your conflict with the Royal Deadfire Company.
The Rawatayan invaders trespassed upon our sacred ground and ignored our overtures. The fault for this conflict lies not with us.
The flame of summer's hair burns briefly brighter. Autumn gently calms her fiery counterpart.
Why should we believe you are any different?
Diplomacy. Your disagreement with the Royal Deadfire Company endangers the island. I want to make peace.
Eloquent though your words may be, they will build no peace between us and the invaders. They or we must leave this island, and we shall not be moved. Leave this place, Watcher, and do not return lest you wish to meet an early end.
I'm gonna look around a bit.
The time to gawk has passed. Kill the trespasser.
Oh god. No. Oh, not good. Our tank is in the back. Not good. Come on, we need to get some summons off.
I'm here to stay.
Alright, do your quick heal, please. Please, 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 please. There, that wasn't very quick, girl. You've done better. Alright, watchful presence.
Use something to put a little pep in my step.
Quick, toss me something else.
No, damn it.
Dang it. Where? I don't even know where my Chanter is. She just dropped though. Okay. That's what we need. Alright, so we've got to do that. Great. I'm not in range of it.
You're mine!
There we go.
Breathe and leak now.
Still got it.
Come on. There we go. Okay. Now please do the AoE heal. Wait, is that the AoE heal? No, that's a res. Not that, not that. That's it. That looks more familiar. Does she have a bunch of dots on her? Spreading plague, plague of insects. Okay, that's why she's in so much pain right now. She still has watchful presence, so it's not awful. Cast regeneration.
No good to me.
Yeah, thank you, Merc. I figured that out after wasting like 20 seconds trying to find her. Oh, what? Those ice comets just killed her even though she had watchful presence up. That's Bullhawker! Where's your... I guess we'll just use this. Is she conscious? Oh, she's got that I cannot die for 40 seconds thing. Get off of her. Jesus Christ. Oh, you got Shrek'd.
fight is
Someone's down.
This does not work.
You're mine.
How many debuffs? Curse of Pain times 5 on the tank. These auras are just layering over and over and over. I've got the ranger taking out the sigils now. But I'm gonna have to rest because we're just covered in debuffs right now that will not go away. Well, we just killed all the Native Americans. God dang it. Saint Omaku's Mercy. Warbow two-handed. Restore 10 health to nearby allies on scoring a kill. Increases with your religion skill. That's weird.
Let's go.
Okay. Job well done. Let's look at the weeds. They drop Tide Pods or something. Alright. Everybody eat hardtack. Enjoy your crackers and fully recover, please. Excellent. Okay. I think that's it for this level. Woo! I've only seen one endgame done legit on challenging where I know he did not edit the files, and to be honest, it was like the 10th try. And not only did a lot of luck go into it, but the Lantern King was trying to attack Narissa for half of the encounter. Narissa? I mean, that sounds like he beat it because of a bug was helping him. Alright, so can I turn this quest in? Return to Okaya. Alright. Nice. It lets you zone straight into Okaya's place. You don't have to go through that extra loading screen. That's cool. Alright.
I hope your effort to resolve the coral situation
The
is
druid
meeting
leaders are
with
dead.
success.
I'm very conflicted about this.
Excellent. You are as dependable as I've been told to expect. Now we can begin logging in earnest. Regarding your reward, we seized a cache of weapons from a gang of pirates we caught sniffing about Sayuka.
Oh boy, stolen weapons.
Of course, we only use regulation weaponry here, so I'd appreciate it if you'd take these off my hands before one of my engineers does something foolish with them.
You could have phrased that to make me feel much better about this present. Zifa's Imperial Explication? Okay, we got a special... What is that? That's a blunderbuss. And a lot of explosives.
You found me with a rare spare moment.
Alright, let's see what that blunderbuss does. Target knocked back on crit. 50%... Oh, as raw. Raw skips... many forms of defenses. That's awesome. Alright, hold on. She is dual-wielding blunderbusses. Right here. The kitchen stove. Wild shot. That's not really... that's whatever. What did this thing do? 1 per encounter. Burn, crush. Blah, blah, blah. So there's a real... Okay. I cancel, and what does this guy do? Oh, this is just a fine blunderbuss. Okay, easy peasy. Replace the fine blunderbuss. Sweet. Get some raw damage going up in here. What are the enchants? An inexplicable mass. Chance to knock target prone on scoring a crit. +1 pen. I do like pen because of the robots. Full choke. -10 accuracy plus 50% range. We won't... That's not really going to help because even if she has long range with her left-handed gun, her right-handed gun is still going to be short range, so she's still going to charge forward. So that's not as great as it sounds unless you're using a different offhand. Open choke. Minus range, plus damage. So really both of these would F with me, because the other gun has normal range. So let's get Jagged Load for the pen. I feel dirty saying that. Jagged Load. Daijobu. Adding Jagged Load to Zepha's empirical explication will prevent you from adding inexplicable mass. Would you like to add Jagged Load? Yes. You've successfully enchanted with Jagged Load. Oh, I just got 2 more of those points. Jagged Load increases our penetration pubes. Penetration pubes? Double entendre. You need to go to Bad Dragon to learn more. What? Bad Dragon? What you talking about, Willis? Alright. Boop. Yes. Because of Jagged Load, White Tiger? Aww. That gets me, Tiger. Right here. Oh wow, we don't have to go far. Guys, this game has quick save. Oh my god. You arrive at the location off the coast of Sayuka that the Coral Mason told you about. You peer over the edge of your ship and see a faint glow in the waters far, far below. Don your diving suit and swim down. You clamber into your diving looking good. You clamber into the diving suit and leap from your boat, hitting the water with a tremendous splash. You swim toward the light, breathing fresh air thanks to Ivera's invention. It did not ask me who I wanted to go. As you fall through the depths, the water grows dark, but the glow below you ever brighter. Schools of gigantic fish twist and swirl around you, paying you no heed, thank God. Soon enough, you can make out the vague shape of a structure resting on the seafloor. Rising from the ruins of Signoth Moor is a tall spire and what appears to be a small landing platform. When you finally reach the spire, you find that a shimmering barrier surrounds the ruins. You pass your hand through the barrier and feel nothing but a tingle like static electricity across your skin. I bet there's going to be air inside. Pass through. You walk through the barrier and discover the interior of the ruins aren't flooded as you might have expected, but dry. You remove your helmet, take a deep breath of fresh air, and walk into the ruins of Signoth Moor. Oh, is the whole party going to be just teleported inside? Hey, are you having a bad dream? What's up? I think Kite was having a bad dream, guys.
I'm not drowning, but I gotta admit,
for anyone just tuning in, there is a kitten in my lap. I am not talking to my crotch this time.
Real quiet now.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Looks like we can't walk through the middle. This dark, murky hole leads into the ocean. Window up there too. All right. Catching my sis. Catching Tweety Bird.
Just not a problem.
Surprise!
Again.
You see that, Ishi? That dog won't hunt.
Did you get interrupted? I did not see the chill fog appear, my man. Do that again.
Let's go.
It makes no difference.
There we go. Now that guy's blinded. Definitely did it that time. I got him mind controlled.
Right between the eyes.
There we go. Easy peasy.
Why not?
That will do, I say. Slippery as an eel.
My codpiece. Just be like, whoops, wrong button. Oh, y'all saw my codpiece. Just have like a big metal horn in my lap. Small skull of fish dart through the water. Water leaks through a crack in the window. Hey, I was asking about green screen so we could make my lap invisible, so we just had flying cat. Not that voice. What voice do you want? We could do Alvin and the Chipmunks. What is going on here? A small plaque below the mural reads, "The Winding Serpent was our first success. Born of the common barracuda, we subjected the creature to the machine's vital energies, and it grew to immense proportions. It has since appeared to have developed something of a group mentality, often humping in packs." Okay, so definitely something here is making little things big.
Easily done. Can't take all the credit.
Already on it.
And now we sneak forward into the darkness. We advance. You find a small machine sitting on a dais surrounded by a spinning ring. It appears to be of Nguithan origin. Examine. Arcana. You note the speed of the ring's rotation and the subtle pattern of the machine's humming. After a bit of prodding, the pylon's workings make sense to you. Deactivate. You shut down the machine. The floating ring grinds to a halt and the energy it emits winks out of existence. A low rumbling echoes through the ruins, and the barrier on the window nearest you flickers briefly. Small trickles of water begin to flow nearby. I wonder if we can shoot the jagged load into the dark murky hole.
Well, that sure helped.
Pylon is dark. Mural hints at the creation. Alright. I'm reminded of Subnautica right now.
I'm not eager to visit Ngati's Coral Hall. Take care what you do.
Alright, Street, you have a good night as well. Thank you for stopping by as always. Truly, despite the bugs I encountered and the frustration of the first game, I've really enjoyed tonight. You guys have made this extra fun. Had some good back and forth. The machine stretches from deep within the pit of water at your feet to the apex of a vaulted ceiling high above you. It emits a soft, low purr and charges the air with the same expectant frisson of energy you might feel right before a lightning strike. Study the machine, Arcana, and History. You manage to make out what little of the writing hasn't faded away. You also learn that machine is funneling essence into the surrounding flora and fauna from a luminous Andra pillar deep within the ruins. Attempt to deactivate. The machine has no apparent off switch. You twist the nearest knobs and dials to see how it reacts. As you do, a presence pushes at the edge of your mind. It soon grows forceful, overwhelming your mental barriers with ease. Ooh, I've got mental barriers. I didn't know. The skitter and rattle of dead leaves comes to you on breeze damp with the smell of rotting wood.
Watcher,
Frisson.
Still your hands.
Sudden strong feeling of excitement or fear. Okay. It's a sad day when anytime I see a word I don't recognize, I assume that they made an error. It's like, there's been so many buggy games I've played recently, I'm like, oh, they had a typo there. They meant friction.
Signath Moor is under my protection. Why do you violate it?
Is this machine the source of the giant coral in Sayuka's harbor?
Indeed it is. The Nguithan's fine creation siphons essence from a vein of Adra deep within the earth, and the creatures of this region drink deeply of it. They grow strong, ruthless, and in so doing, worthy of my regard.
Wait, isn't Galawain one of the gods?
Should you want to gain my regard as well, you would destroy this place to protect my machine. Then none will have the means to threaten my work here as you have.
Isn't that counter to your philosophy of trial, Galloway?
Cleverness should hunt always beside strength, Hound of Aethys.
I am so confused right now. So the people in town are endangered by everything growing out of control. This god, who's not my god, but he's a god, wants me to leave the machine on. Why should I do this?
Because I am your god watcher.
Oh, no, I just said you're not.
I reward my loyal followers. You would do well to think twice before crossing me.
Dude, I just basically killed some natives. Like, flipping a light switch is far easier on my conscience to save people. Deactivate the machine. I've already, at the end of Pillars 1, I pissed off multiple gods. Why not one more?
No!
The god Galloway cries out, but he cannot stop you. Oh, I guess he wasn't all that. You tear the control panel from the machine and toss the apparatus to the ground. Sparks fly, thick smoke bellows, and the humming stutters to a stop. The machine's rings tumble to the floor.
This defiance will be your last.
It probably won't. Yo, that shadow. Do you guys see that? Is that a Kraken?
Sakes alive. I think he's mad.
Oh, are we gonna see the Kraken that's been on the loading screen this whole time? 2 black pearls. Ooh. Ooh. Well, everyone is slow in the water except Takehu. He's just like, yeah, I'm a fish. Ain't no big thing.
I sense a predator in the water.
Yeah?
Speak your mind.
Unstealth.
Can't do it.
So if you've got like a group of people highlighted and one of them is unstealthed and all the others are stealth, you cannot unstealth them with that key. You have to only have stealth people selected to unstealth all of them. It's a small inconvenience.
See that, Ishi?
These distractions.
There's like, it considers this a wall. They're having to walk all the way around. Ooh, mine control the Sidewinder.
You're mine.
Alright, that was easy peasy. Rockin', there's a YouTube video somewhere, and it's making fun of Far Cry. In Far Cry, every time you get hurt and you go to heal yourself, your character, because it's first person, he'll like take a bandage and run it around his arm, or there will be a bullet right here and he'll remove the bullet, or his finger is like dislocated and he'll pop the finger back in, but it's always something with the left arm, always. And there was this video of like the Dragonborn from Skyrim and like the Fallout guy and the guy from Far Cry fighting, and every time they knocked the guy from Far Cry down, like the music would stop, and then he'd lean up with gauze and it'd be like dun 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 dun, and he would just be winding the gauze around his left arm. Whether they shot him, burned him, blew him up with grenades, he would just sit up and start gauzing the arm again. Very on point with what you're referring to. This is another mural. The hall before you is decorated by an intricately painted mural depicting 4 sea creatures of legend. Inspect! Alright, hold on, what do we got? An octopus thing, 2 giant eels, some kind of fish, I don't know, and a whale. The mural features a kraken, a shark covered in wicked barbs. Alright, kraken, shark, an enormous whale, and a knot of 3 serpents with heads of barracudas. I guess one of them's torn off. The images are offset somewhat from their frames as if they could be pressed. Press the kraken? A puff of foul-smelling gas shoots out of the kraken's mouth. Surprised, you inhaled sharply. The ass burns your lungs and face. Mukluk was injured. Press the shark. Stiletto-thin barbs burst out of the shark's body. You manage to dodge most of them, but one cuts close and leaves a gash in your side. Oh my god. Press the whale. As you reach into the whale's mouth and press, its blunt teeth slam down in your hand with shocking force. Tutorial! Near death. Oh god. If they get a 4th injury, they will die. Alright. Hold on. We need to take a nap and eat crackers. Friggin' mural is murdering me. Press the serpent. The knot of serpents sinks into the mural with a satisfying click. The kraken, barb, shark, and massive whale murals still protrude in their... Oh, God. Alright, serpents. Alright, serpent. Shark. Kraken. Damn it! Serpent. Shark. Whale. Kraken. Eat a cracker! Hey, as long as you've got a sleeping bag and crackers, you're invincible in this world. Mohari Tonga, one-handed spear. Red flag flying. 5 raw bleed per 3 for 9 on scoring a crit. Grants Gaff. Pull a distant target to the wielder. Oh, it's like Death Grip. Well, 15 feet. What are the enchants? Heave 2. 1 per rest. I really don't like one per rest abilities. Harpooning. 1 pin plus damage. Could definitely think of characters that'd be good for, but not in this playthrough, really. Don't you know the old rhyme about serpent, whale, shark, kraken?
Quiet time.
A stick with a hook or a barbed spear for landing large fish. White tiger with the daily dose of education. Good sermon.
Already on it.
The plaque is worn but still legible. The barbed ravager was the direct result of our success with the winding serpent. We crafted poisonous barbs onto bull sharks and subjected them to the machine's energies. The creature tripled, then quadrupled in size. Oh, is the order like the order that they made these things? Assimilating the barbs into their bodies, and so a most fearsome predator was born. Yeah, now every time the sharks try to get busy, they impale each other, and they never had kids.
I sense a predator in the water.
Uh-oh. Tank, get in front. My tank is so slow in this environment. Oh crap! Shoot the sigil.
I can't move.
Shoot the sigil, everyone! Get you out your face! Oh, we're gonna have to rest again. We got the enraged sea troll on our side. And we're now unintentionally healing it to full. Wow, we're wrecking that broodmother in the back. It's my spare time, so no education, please. It makes my head hurt. A last smoke branch. Are you making up words? Characterized by a skeleton vibe. No, there's no way he's saying that up. You gotta be copy pasting that from somewhere.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
That dog won't hunt. Man, that thing took a while to die. Like the way I fought that last monster reminded me of in Dark Souls 3 when I would use rapport on enemies to mind control them briefly, and then I would beat on them while they would just stand there and ignore me until I won. Didn't work on bosses, but it worked on some of the tougher non-bosses. Alright. Old dog won't hunt, meaning something just isn't going to happen. The idea of excuse won't work. Looks express originating in American style dogs are commonly used to hunt raccoons or other animals. If you say so.
Turn to see and not be seen.
I sense a predator in the water.
Ready when leave it to me.
Speak your mind. Right between the eyes.
Oh my. Alright. I'm gonna do Chill Fog, which blinds them, and also does at least 1 damage to them.
This does not work.
And once they're below 100% health, I can land Infestation of Maggots on them, which does raw damage. There we go. Okay, yeah, it is on some of them. Maybe it's just not impossible to resist. Call down the thunder. Oh, that guy in the back's doing some magic missiles or something.
I am stuck. Aid me.
Nah, you're fine. You can stay rigid. Just shoot your gun.
It usually works. Might as well be hitting the water.
Where are you? Back up.
That hardly seems fair. Nothing's no good to me.
Man, these enraged siege rolls are really sturdy.
Behold me, mother.
I realize he's saying, when he says behold me mother, I know he's saying like mother look at me, but when he's like behold me mother, he sounds like a pirate introducing his ma. Behold me mother.
No problem.
Underwater dungeon key.
I can be quiet if you can.
What did you find, Ishi?
This I cannot do.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Muck education. Behold me fish tits. Yeah, she's not a looker. The plaque below the mural is in remarkable condition. It reads, "The Kraken is a beast like none other. By applying the manipulation techniques we refined through our work on the Leviathan, we increased both the size and intelligence of the common octopus, and they have since proved themselves to be ferocious hunters. There was one unfortunate side effect, however. They also became quite territorial." Okay.
Quickly and quietly.
Wait. Oh, did we come full circle? Are we back at the entrance now? Alright. It looks like there's... Oh, yeah, okay. It's just hard to see it because of the layout of the room. I was gonna say, it looks like there's a room over here. 'Cause I've got that key. A plaque near the mural reads, "The Leviathan was folly born of purest hubris. After our experience with the barbed ravager, we decided to test the limits of the machine's growth capabilities. We entrapped a pod of blue whales and subjected them to the machine for months on end. Only a few of the creatures survived, but those that did, they could not be contained." How big can we make this whale? Let's just keep going and hope it dies at some point. There's nothing I can do in here? Alright. Okay. I guess I just stepped outside. Am I done here? Return to the... Yeah, okay. I'd probably tell me to return as soon as I turn that machine off. Yeah, I get bump on a log, but bump on a pickle, it's just like, I'm sure there's people out there that like bumps on their pickles.
If you can.
This room is deeper than when I left it. No, 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 no. Yo, that's the boss of the first, was it White March?
Mother, forgive me in advance for slaying this beauty.
Oh, I like your confidence, my friend. Forgive me in advance for kicking this fish's ass.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Alright, hold on. Is his health maybe went down? I can't tell. I'm wondering if I kill enough tentacles that the big guy drops. Come on, get that. Alright, there we go. We got the ogres off.
Oh, bless me.
Oh, not good. Alright, we need to blind these things.
Makes no difference.
Oh god, she just dropped. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Woo! Okay, 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 hold on. We're gonna try that a little differently. That was nasty. I tried to use the strategy I used on the Kraken at the end of Pillars of Eternity White March. That strategy did not work there. I see Milk watch that pitch. I know this is going. You've seen me watch Hentai White Tiger? That is alarming in a whole different way.
Not a problem.
Right between the eyes. Nuh-uh, didn't work. Let's go. Got it.
Get back, girl! Get back!
You won't find me easy prey.
Okay, we got Watchful Presence off. That's good. Let's do Devotion of the Faithful.
Try something else.
Bird, get back here, and then reacquire a target after you heal up a bit. Now the question is, can he summon these tentacles infinitely, or do they run out at some point?
Didn't work.
Immune.
Sure. On your feet, now. After him. That usually works.
This does not work.
So right, this attempt, I'm just gonna keep chewing through the tentacles and see if he runs out. Birdie down. Damn.
You're mine.
Nothing's no good to me.
music changed. Okay, I think I was supposed to do that. Dude, these jowls. Oh my gosh, I've seen people with this at KFC. I've lost... Wait, what's... Oh no, why am I controlling you? That's not what I want. I'm trying to get the bird out of there. What the hell? Oh, it's terrified? Okay, I can't control the bird right now. Okay, there we go. I want everyone, like, near each other, but kind of loosely clustered so that I can do AoE spells.
Better try something else.
Okay, we got Devotion of the Faithful and everybody, which increases our damage.
That dog won't hunt.
Just think, White Tiger, when the day that comes when I've got the lap cam for the pet, that I forget to turn that one off.
Say your prayers.
Goodbye, Muckluck Twitch.
Quick, toss me something else.
What is this injury? Minus 24.
What's that?
I'm gonna blind this big guy.
Still got it.
Toss me something else.
Doesn't look like it. Slide your hand under the ground. You just see the world ripple. Terrible.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Oh my gosh. You're so low health. She still has Watchful Presence. That's good. What is on her? Toxic Spines for 20 seconds. He's getting low, though. I can withdraw if I have to. Oh, reduce the duration of negative effects. That's perfect, because we've got a really nasty dot on here.
Better try something
6 seconds left.
Right
Oh my gosh! He suddenly got a new tentacle back. Ooh. Yeah! Oh my gosh, his arm is still alive. OP arm! That was the pleasure hand.
Not a problem.
It was too strong to die. Gasp of the Grotto Deep. +2 int, 1 power level for all poison stuff. Melee weapon attacks from stealth inflict raw I don't have anyone doing melee attacks from stealth. Grants toxic coils. Once per rest, teleport to an enemy and release a cloud of toxic poison that weakens anyone in the area. I mean, I could have the tank just blip in there. I don't think the tank's helmet actually does anything. Yeah, he doesn't actually do shock stuff. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. And when I met this lovely, I stuck my thumb right up her arse and rode that bugger bareback for the next half hour. I don't know why, but when I looked at that thing, I thought of that.
Uh-huh.
10 out of 10 would wear it down. Alright, we need Maya to eat a cracker. Maya, try the crackers. They're try the sensu bean crackers. They're amazing. Alright. Tap that quick save. Alright, so let's see if God is still pissed when we get outside. You don your cumbersome diving suit and head out of the ruins. When you pass through the ruins' shimmering protective field, you feel the press of the sea against your chest. The intense pressure at this depth makes swimming a taxing enterprise, and you struggle to make your way back to the surface. As you breach the water, your crew hurries to haul you back onto the deck. Yeah, it looks to me like a kobold head or a snake or gator head or something. Okay. Fleet Master's quarters. This is the in the 3-4 streams I've had Chip, this is the most peaceful he's ever been. Yesterday he was peaceful for 2 hours and then he peed on the floor.
I hope your effort to resolve the coral situation is meeting with success.
I dealt with the magical disturbance at the root of your coral problem.
You've brightened my day considerably. We should have the port in working order as soon as the remaining coral is cleared. Ah, before I forget, Atsura would like to see you at the Brass Citadel.
Okay. Okaya pauses, her hand outstretched like she meant to pull you aside, then reconsiders. With a shake of her head, she continues.
Though he appears placid on the surface, Atsura is not a patient man.
Bounty. Investigate the island of Crookspur. Wait for blah blah. Two things. Speak to. Oh wait, so this quest is called Clearing Out Crookspur, but it wants me to talk to a guy in the Brass Citadel. Where is that? Recommended bring Maya. Alright. Mighty Dragon. He's so young and already has a meaningful job. That's exhausting and a lot of pressure. Alright, let's see. I'm kind of in the mood to do a bounty. Also on Crookspur. Dewargus the Ascetic. Flamewalker Vasali, last seen around the eastern parts of the Kua o Rikuhu chain. What? Ascilla Wave Skipper, in command of the River Dragon. She's southwest of Port Mash. Yeah, the cat's already asleep. I'm definitely pretty tired. I probably will not be going later than standard tonight. Okay, Port Maj is down here. Deadfire Merchant. So Ascilla Wave Skipper drives the River Dragon southwest. There, it's right there. Get him! Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Our crew is very low on water. Oh, that's the wrong button. This one. There we go. Have some water, boyos. And as soon as I did it, they start drinking it. Huh. The travel comes to a stop if you open the map, apparently. Tap the quick save button. It has a quick save button, I'm so excited. Oh, and Gwith and Dig site, that was level 2 content. We go way back. Alright, here we go. Charge it! Charge it! Charge it! Yeah, your cannons missed. You suck. Charge it. Charge it. Almost. Yeah, you miss. Next turn we should be able to board. Oh my god, what? It said... Okay, well no one got injured, so that's not terrible. That's weird. When I hit charge on the last turn, it said the distance would close by, right there, 55 meters. And then I guess they ran into me at 85 miles per hour. I don't know what the metric is, but they ran into me, so we rammed into each other. We're gonna have repairs to do if we survive this. Hey, there's the Kraken! We killed you, unless there's more Krakens. Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready. You know what would be like the ultimate super secret attack? Would be to fire our cannons right now. Just boof right through their ship. Killing pirates is so relaxing after fighting Krakens, robots, and dragons. Just steamroll them. Look at that. That one got liquefied. Is that it? Oh, no, I've got one of them mind controlled up there at the wheel. There we go. Don't mind controller again, Linz. Sweet. Oh, nice, and you turn in this quest at the same place. Oh, we got some rank ups. Yeah. Especially considering she had one cannon on her ship. Like, every turn that she attacked me, she fired one cannon, and some of the other bounties I've done, they had like 4 cannons on each side of the boat. So, there's that. Have I been down there? I guess I did. I probably came down here and I just went right past the boats. Ruddy Rabel? Is this I'm gonna quick save and try to fight this guy and see what happens. Because if it's a bounty for later, then getting the thing now would allow me to turn it in as soon as I get the quest. And there's an island there I can do. Okay. Meters out. 125. They're changing their crew. 50 meters away. Prepare to board. Nice. No damage to the ship this time. This makes me want to play Sea of Thieves. No, when you share the coin with them, it makes their morale go up. Their morale is maxed out right now. So it would actually behoove me to use the coin to buy stuff like equipment or stuff that'll make them happy, like beer, and then give it to them later and it'll make them happy a second time. But their morale is capped right now because I am so amazing. And modest. Your charming yet still humble host.
Boy, watch it. That would be enough. Sweet.
Oh, aviator channel gun at very long range. Can hit things 600 meters out. It's like a mortar. Alright, yep, so they're still capped out. Solo sloop fight mans was fun. Use the who doesn't know what frisson or gaff means. I I can be cultured in just a certain subject. Right, let's see what's on this island since we just found the landing point. Valian Mill. Yeah, okay. It's just a little one-stop shop. 13 fresh fruit for the boys. Burial site. Is this a sift through the wreckage? Yeah, it is. Hunting bow. Oh, that's it. Wow. That's the first time I've ever seen one of those, like, search for stuff sites disappear after finding one thing. 25 golden coins, 2 horns, an elementalist grimoire, 16 golden obols. Elementalist grimoire. And 10 water. Okay, cool. Behoofs. You, sir, are fake news. What? Get on the freaking boat. There we go. I was getting scared there. I was like, is this bugged? Is it not going to let me get on the boat? Enjoy your sea shanties, boys. Hey, we hit the edge of the map. Oh, we hit the bottom of the map. Hey, the world is rectangular, guys. We've hit the edge of the world. 4 mouth char, 3 scoria, 15 rice, 18 rice, 12 fire kelp, and nothing. Flat earthers. Have you seen the meme where it shows the universe and it shows like every planet and they're all spheres, and then it shows Earth is like a, you know, pizza box shape, and it's like, man, it's crazy how nature do that. Searing hot winds rip across the dunes. You shield your face from the onslaught, but it's of little use. Sand makes its way into every vulnerable little crevice it can find. You spot a structure ahead. Forge ahead through the sandstorm. Up close, it appears to be the ruins of an ancient Huana building, perhaps a temple. An obscured entrance leads into a sand-covered hillside. Third film of the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy. Well done. White Tiger, it took me a second to decipher your picture. I was reading it, I was like, not ooh.
No need to ask twice.
That's the first time I've ever gotten hit by traps while I was still loading into a level. Oh my. Ooh. Yo, this is awesome. So much XP. Like, I get you're just supposed to walk on the little S shapes. I get it. I like just disarming this shit, though.
What did you find, Ishi?
Oh, no XP for that big rectangular one. Oh my gosh, this hallway. If your mechanics was not high enough to deal with this, rip. Alright, hold on. Let's see what was back here before we keep going. A gem, a turquoise. Okay. What's over here? Yeah, for real.
Slippery as an eel.
Delicious. Oh no. Run, run!
Find me, easy prey.
I figured out what was happening a third of a second before it happened. Oh my god. Dude. Let me tell you guys what happened in like slow motion. It's like I'm fighting these things. I'm like, oh, there's sigils. I'm like, what type of sigil is this? And the sigils are the things that put the debuffs on you that don't go away until you rest. And I mouse over it. It goes, Sigil of Death. And in my head, I'm like, I've never seen a Sigil of Death. Does this just kill you? I should back away and shoot it from out of range. And then they all pulsed at that microsecond. And I look at my debuffs and everyone has 3 wounds. And I'm like, and that's when I went back up. And then they all died. That was it. That's all I had time for. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine anyone having like someone die and not save scumming in this game. I mean, I guess it's more of something you deal with on the, what is it, like Iron Man difficulty or whatever?
You were saying? Just say the word.
Nice little dance she just did, trying to cast Mark on the target. What the hell? Are you gonna do that every time? Alright.
Speak freely. I'm listening.
What the shoot are you doing? Sorry, Chip. What are you doing, Tahaku?
Happy to oblige. I hear you.
Why can't I shoot those? There we go.
See that, Ishi?
Tahaku going in for the hug. I will, Rockin'. I will. I just wanted to see what's over here first. Exceptional stuff. Yeah, I'm wondering if the game expected me to just come over here much earlier level.
What have we here?
Got a hatchet. Time to retire. We got more hatchets. The dream is alive.
Real quiet now.
Alright. This is so much XP.
My eyes are
Where
peeled.
is our XP bar right now? We're nearly 15. Okay. So I'm going to quick save here. And we're going to pick up here tomorrow. So, as always, thank you so much for joining me. It's a genuine pleasure having you all here. Even more than usual tonight. I don't know why. I was in a great mood despite all the crap we went through with the other game at the beginning. But yeah, if you are new to the stream, I stream every single night from 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Often more than that, but those are the bare minimum. And if you hit that follow button, make it easier for you to tell when I'm online in the future. And at the end of every stream, we always raid somebody else. So if you are willing, stick around for one more minute and we'll find someone to dive bomb into their stream. And if you like what you see, you can stay. If not, you don't have to. This is just to put a smile on someone else's face, that's all. So give me just a second to find a good victim for this. Let me see what we got. Is there anyone else doing Pillars 2? No, just yours truly. I got that whole niche carved out for myself. Let's see about Pillars 1 since that's related content. Let's find something in English so we can actually communicate with them. Here we go. Never met this person, but they're streaming Pillars 1. So, as always, I hope you'll have a good night. I hope to see you tomorrow. And just for White Tiger, Chip says good night as well. And the stream will start in about 10 seconds. Peace.